So most people, when they think about celebrity, think of it as a 20th century phenomenon, and they think of it as connected to film. And I think this is right in the sense that they see a close connection between celebrity and media technology. But it's the wrong century and it's the wrong technology. In my view, celebrity emerges at the end of the 18th and beginning of the 19th century, and the key technology is print. And it's that huge explosion in the total amount of print in circulation at the end of the 18th century that really produces the conditions of possibility for modern celebrity to emerge. And that outpouring of new printed matter produces two cultural problems. The first one is a kind of sense of information overload, that there's just too much material in circulation to pay attention to all of it. And not just information overload, but also personality overload. Not just that there's too much stuff to read, too many things to pay attention to, but there are too many people jostling for your attention, too many named individuals in the public sphere. And the second problem is a sense of alienation between cultural producers and cultural consumers. So that whereas in earlier conditions of manuscript circulation or of subscription publishing, there were kinds of social networks. There was a social nexus between the writers and readers or other forms of cultural producer and consumer. Once you get this massive explosion of industrial print, that really gets reduced to the cash nexus. Really, these are now people selling their cultural products in a relatively unregulated market, and there's no pre-existing social relationship. And so this creates a kind of sense of alienation between writers and readers. And celebrity, I think, emerges as a way of dealing with those two problems. It deals with the first problem, the problem of information overload, by branding the identity of an individual so that that person can rise to the top of the sea of named individuals in the public sphere, so that that person will be memorable, repeatable, will have an identity that carries with it certain connotations that you can identify with and identify in the marketplace. And a branded identity is the result of many mentions in the media, some of which are under the control of the celebrity or the publisher or the people involved in producing whatever cultural products the celebrity is connected with, but much of which is not under their control, right? Much of which circulates through reviews or reports or mentions in newspapers and so on, that is really not under the control of any one individual. So that's a branded identity, and that addresses this problem of information overload. The second problem, the problem of alienation between cultural producers and consumers, celebrity solves that by creating what I call the hermeneutic of intimacy. And that is the idea that in consuming the cultural products of celebrity, you are not consuming a mass-produced, standardized, industrial product, but in some way entering into a relationship with the celebrity. That buying Byron's poems or going to see Sarah Siddons in the theatre or buying a print of her, these are ways not of just of consuming, but of entering into a kind of relationship with the celebrity, and a relationship that is often understood or troped as an intense, even intimate one.